Hello and welcome back to Cinders. We have just busted into Carmosa's office because she isn't home with the most epic battle music ever made. I just didn't even read that line. Let's go back. Carmosa's room. This place is so creepy. Must be all the spite collected in the walls through the years. Being here makes me uneasy. I feel like she's going to jump out of the cupboard any time. Out the cupboard is what it said, but I put an "of" in there. I wonder what would happen if she caught me. How far would she go? So far she's been very good with her scary words, but they were only words nonetheless. Alright, let's have a look around. This place looks like a cell in a monastery. There were many more items here when Father was still alive. Like his favorite globe that he used to teach me geography with. There are many countries in this world, Cinders. Some are completely unlike ours. I remember how surprised I was when I learned that there were a lot of kings and queens, princes and dukes and castellans, I think. I used to fantasize about all those exotic archipelagos where people use magic to tame the ocean. Was that a true story or something he made up? Maybe a bit of both. But the globe's gone and so are my fantasies. It's incredible how empty this room is. If people define themselves through the objects that they surround themselves with, Carmosa is an empty shell. Nothing so far. Alright, there's her desk, the most obvious place, so I doubt she hid anything here. Papers, some old shopping list. Lists. More papers. Oh, a receipt for the ball dresses. She wasn't kidding, they were really expensive. I swear, any time now I'm gonna find Carmosa's secret plans for world domination. What's this? I give, devise, and bequeath all of the residue and my estate. Hell take me, that's it! Looks like I was wrong. I can't believe it, it's Father's last will. She really put it in her drawer. This is so awkward. Doesn't matter, let's have a look. I, the undersigned, declare, in the case of my death, my wife is to become... my wife. So Carmosa is the rightful owner of the house after all. Not good. But here's an interesting part. In case my wife is unable to perform her duties as the head of the house, all rights and residue are to pass unto my prime daughter. This is clear enough. In case of Father's death, the house is to pass unto Carmosa. But should something happen to her, I'm the next in line. You're gonna push her down the stairs? Also, prime daughter implies that you're his first kid, which might not be true. You shouldn't be so sure of yourself. This is not as good as I had hoped, but can still turn out to be extremely useful. No need to linger. I better go before one of the servants sees me snooping here and tells Carmosa. Oh, well, let's just go into the forest. Like, what? That's exactly where I go after raiding my stepmother's office. Forest! So the real question right now is, am I going insane? Strange, majestic creatures appearing from nowhere, claiming to know my mother? Fairies changing the fate? And me in the middle. I'm going to be like these old ladies with a bunch of cats, a pointy hat, and warts on the tips of their noses, who claim to be attuned to magic. Right. I shouldn't think too much about it. Let's just go and see if I'm insane or not. Because there's a test for that. It's here by the lake. Hello? Is anyone here? This feels a bit silly, but I have no choice. I have to get to the palace and go to the ball. Look at her arm. It's weird. If you're here, please show yourself. I need your help. They only come out at night, Cinders. Oh, this is hopeless. What was I thinking? I have no time for this. I need to get to the palace with or without the assistance of magical forces. If there's one girl in this kingdom who deserves being there, it's me. This has just come out of nowhere, and she's just super entitled. I spent enough days scrubbing floors in my own house to earn the right to have this one brief evening of complete freedom. Without worries, without abuse, like an ordinary girl. I really need that. I start to feel as if Carmosa robbed me of everything that's magical, beautiful, or fun about life, and then replaced it with constant worry and competition. I need to prove myself. And to prove to myself that those things can still happen, that I'm not as broken as her daughters. And going to the ball is only the beginning. I need to change my life completely. I know she's calling Sophia broken and their friends. Like, this is just... It's kind of coalesced into one road at this point, and you're not given enough branches based on stuff you've chosen. Like, some of this stuff is just out of character, in my opinion. No more idle whining and wishing. I thought a lot about it, and I think I have the outline of a plan, at least. I thought about it off camera, yeah! There are two paths I could take. Retake the house from Carmosa's hands, or escape and leave the town, start a new life. Why not enchant the prince so he would make you his queen? Oh! You startled me. Were you listening the whole time I was talking to myself for no reason next to a lake? Yes. We are always listening to those who enter our domain. You have a third path before you. Why not charm the prince? Make him lose his head in just one evening and become his queen 1 week later? That part of fairy tales I always had trouble believing. That and the fairies. Your doubts are misdirected. You could easily enthrall him with our aid. You came to the lake asking for our aid. We are offering it. Which path will you take? What I really want... I'm gonna escape town, because I don't want to date the prince. I mean, I guess I could retake the residence, but that means, like declaring Carmosa's insane or something, which is not really something I want. I'll say escape town. The truth is that not much good awaits me here. Retaking the residence from Carmosa peacefully just won't happen. And wooing the prince so much he would make me his queen? Please. There is no way I can be free remaining here. It's not just my house. This entire town is like a prison. I have to leave this place and start again. With our aid, you will enter the palace and leave the town. But beyond the borders of our domain, we have no influence. An ancient concord made with lords of this realm binds us to the heart of the land. Once you leave, you will be beyond our power, and our part of the agreement shall be deemed fulfilled. You will be on your own. Traveling alone doesn't sound very safe. It's a vast, dangerous world out there, and I've never left the town before. I think that the captain of the Royal Guard has a weak spot for me. Maybe I could convince him to go with me. Don't you like him too? Like, this is just completely out of the blue that she's like, maybe I can swindle his ass, take his belts, and leave him all alone! Should that be true, it is an opportunity worth taking. Speak with the man and ask for his protection. With this, you do not need our intervention. I'm afraid it won't be that easy. But you're right, I need to talk with him. It's worth a try at least. Can't you give me some nice clothes to go do that? We don't even know each other that well, to be honest. But I know he's a person I could trust. He's just that kind of man. And he too seems to be in a situation where staying here doesn't make much sense for him. There's one more thing I'm concerned about, though. The main obstacle. Yes, Carmosa. She will send someone after me, I'm sure of it. Not because she worries for my safety and well-being, of course. She would be afraid that other people might talk. Her own stepdaughter escaping the residence under her supervision. How would that make her look? I need to cover my tracks somehow. You worry needlessly. We will provide protection. Simply return to your residence and wait. Wait, what do you mean? What will you do? Those who choose to follow your steps shall lose their track in one way or another. I don't think I like this ominous vagueness, but I don't have a choice either. Alright, have it your way. Carmosa's totally gonna die. So it seems that your path has been decided. Yes, it looks like I have a plan now. I think I know exactly what to do for the first time in my life. I still would like to go to the Grand Ball, though. Only how am I going to get to the Royal Palace? That's the hard part. Apart from small details, like the guards and me not being invited, there are more pressing issues here. Like, what am I going to wear? I don't suppose you know a good tailor that works for free. His name's Tobias. He's not a tailor, but maybe he is. I don't know what he does. Your seductive nature requires little aid, so providing you with the right clothing will be very easy. Have trust in the lake, Cinders. It remembered your mother's wish and reached out to you, offering aid. Come to us before the ball, we will help you, and so the new concord shall be sealed. How do you manage to sound so secretive? I was trying to say secretive and eerie at the same time. How do you manage to sound so secretive and eerie all the time? How exactly will you help me? Have trust in the lake. Like your mother. Like my mother. Something tells me you're not going to answer me no matter what I say. But fine, I don't have a choice here but to agree to your rules and hope it won't bite me in the rear. Indeed. You must embrace your fate as it unfolds through our works. You will have no trouble doing so. Your blood makes you attuned to sensing both opportunity and necessity. The plan is set. The new gift will be offered. Its weight and price shall unveil in time. You can go. Thank you, I think. I wonder what Mom would say about all of this.